Good morning. It's a fine October morning out here. We've got crisp air. There is fall color starting on the leaves, as you can see behind me. And I think we're not too late to catch just a little bit of steam on the water. It's looking pretty good. We're out at a local park here today. It's got a nice pedestrian bridge, a couple of nice pedestrian bridges. A really dramatic bend in the river. We're gonna try to get ourselves some nice fall photo scenes here. I'm just gonna turn you around here real quick so you can get a good look at what's out in the river. All right, so there's our river scene. Look at that, we got that nice smoke coming off the water there. I think that's gonna make us a really great fall photo there. I'm gonna flip you around real quick here and we're gonna see what's on the other side of the bridge. And over here, we don't have that big dramatic curve. We do have a curve, but it's a little further out. Got some nice details along the shore there. I don't know if the video camera picks it up, but we're just starting to see the sun touch the top of the trees. And we might get a beautiful little burst of color there. So I'm just gonna set you down here for a little bit, and I'm gonna take some photos of this, and then we're gonna see what we got. So there's one of our pedestrian bridges here in the park. We've got two here in the park. I don't spend a lot of time with this bridge, but with the sun coming up behind it, we got that mist that the sun's catching. I actually think there might be a decent photo in this. So I'm gonna take a couple of minutes here. It's probably gonna have to be a panorama. And the sky glowing in the background is gonna blow a lot of things out, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna deal with that. But I'm gonna take those pictures right now and let's see what we get. All right, so there it is behind me. Of course, you're getting a lot of road noise here. This park looks very idyllic here, but I'm actually next to a busy road that feeds to our major employment center here. So anybody who works on that side of the river has to take that road if they want to get to town and go to their job. So it's not a quiet place in the morning, but it is a pretty place. So you can see though, if we get my big head out of the way, we've got a lot of nice sun on the treetops there. And I'm hoping that came through in the photo that I took. We'll see. I didn't bring a polarizer or anything with me. I just came out here with one camera, one lens, and that's what we got. We're just gonna make the most of it. So the point of today was actually to be a pretty lightweight day gear-wise. We aren't doing anything complicated and technical. We're just out here having a little fun, getting ourselves out of bed. There's a treat you don't get every day. Had two deer crossing the river through that mist. I come out this way a lot and I don't see that. This is the first time I've ever seen that. So I am pretty thrilled about that. Those are gonna be some fun photos. I don't know if they're gonna be anything saleable out of it. I'm definitely gonna have fun sharing those pictures with my wife. So let's put those up now and see what we got. Now right here, we've just got a nice little idyllic scene along the river. Got the nice straight lines of those trees right there. Because of the way the sun's positioned, we don't really see any color on the trees, and we won't until a couple of hours from now, at which point I will have gone home and been working at the day job. But I'm gonna try to set up a photo from that, see what I can get. It doesn't have the color I want, but I do love the lines and I love the mist. So let's try that right now. All right, I think that's gonna be it for shooting for the morning. We're getting on here. Yeah, it's about 8:30 now, and I'm expected places at 9, so I need to get moving. A cup of coffee needs to get in me first before I do anything real work-wise, because it's a little chilly out here this morning. My hands are cold. You see a little bit of red right there? That's because it's crisp out here this morning, and I didn't grab gloves like a smart person might have when I got out of my van. So anyway, maybe talk a little bit before I get back to the van about why I'm out here this morning. And I put a request out on social media last night asking my friends what is their biggest challenge in photography. And I've got a lot of friends that are just picking up the camera, and I'm expecting a lot of technical questions. How do I use the camera? How to get that? And instead, the response that I got was, how do you get the motivation to get out in the morning? And at first I wasn't real excited about that idea because I wanted to do that technical video. And after about 5 minutes, I thought, you know, you haven't been getting yourself out of bed in the morning to do the photography like you said you wanted to do. And so maybe we need to talk about motivation. Maybe that's a real thing we need to deal with. And so, as you can see, I saw some pretty cool stuff this morning. Pretty happy about that. So if you're having trouble with your motivation for why to get up and out, let's do a little bit of photography. I think that's the answer right there. There's a lot of cool stuff to be seen out here. So if you're having trouble picking up that camera, think about those deer that I saw crossing over the river. You know, the only way you're going to see something cool like that is if you're actually out here with the camera. It's an old saying among street photographers and photojournalists, F8 and be there. Coincidentally, my camera was set to F8 this morning because it's a kind of an f-stop, gives me good depth of field. And I happened to be there. Because I was here, I got all those cool scenes of the mist. I got those deer. And overall, that's going to be a pretty good start to the day. In fact, I don't know what the rest of the day is going to hold. It's work, so, you know, there'll be work stuff, which may or may not make me happy. But there's already 2 deer in it crossing the river in the mist. Well, that can't be taken away from me today. So I've got that going for me. Maybe that's my motivation, is that no matter what happens today, I had that good thing to start the day. So anyway, I'm going to sign off now, take a look at the final photos we got from this trip, and we'll see you in the next one.